guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL&GLs. So let's get right into it. So 2023 has been a shocking year for all of us, especially like Thai BL lovers and the shippers, and most especially the shippers. The shippers have gone through it. Like this year, it hasn't really been a fantastic year for them because so many of their ships came to a halt this year. So we are going to look at all the ships that did come to a halt this year, and I'll go one by one. So the most shocking ship that came to a halt this year was BL&GL. Like they were the it I won't say the it thing, but I feel like they had so many fans, so probably they were the it thing of 2022. Like they were so big and they had gained a massive fan base and very loyal fans who loved them, who were willing to support them in each and everything, and those fans actually fought for them every single day. So that ship came to a halt this year because Build did like was entangled in some controversies. First it was his ex accusing him of physical abuse and emotional abuse, and then they went to court and they cleared that shit up, and then he came back, and then some of the shippers were still hoping that he will still like pair up with Bible because they had like this whole 4-minute series that was supposed to come, and then the string of messages came out where he was talking like really badly about his agency, about his co-workers and all that. So I think that broke the camel's back, and like this Beyond Cloud boy started unfollowing him and all that, and I feel like that was the end. Like those messages like closed the chapter between Bible and Build, and that was when like now they came forward and said that they were going to recast like 4 minutes. Bible will still be part of it, but we don't know he was going to act with or who he will be acting with. So that was the end of that ship. So the other ship that like capsized this year was OMON. But with OMON, we could see it. I will speak for myself. I could see it because after that argument on May, like things were pretty clear that they had moved to another dimension of their friendship or their ship or their work relationships, because you could see how disappointed Nanon was and how like things became so clear for him. And when it got to August and apologized, like even after that there was little to no interaction between them. Like it was so clear that there was still like this huge elephant between them, like this space that couldn't be covered no matter what, or couldn't be filled no matter what. So they did were on some occasions together, but you could still feel like there was something wrong. Like there was some like energy there that wasn't right. And then this year they did Our Sky 2, which they didn't do any promotion about their part together, like them separately, which was also weird to fans. And even when they acted, like they couldn't do it alone. Like Earth and Mix were part of like their show, and they also like joined Earth and Mix on theirs. So it was like weird there, because I believe like there would be like an amazing storyline that would have come from like their part there would have been a better extension other than them including like art and mix, but that is the route I think they wanted to go because maybe they weren't so comfortable being on set together. I wouldn't know, these are my assumption, but that was the major reason I feel like this ship didn't work out, and that's why it's capsized. And yesterday, like Nanon did tweet, like sometimes we could let go of things from the past. So I think maybe that is his confirmation of it, because he had seen like how heartbroken like fans were and how like they were tagging him and asking for clarification. And I think that's it. The next one is Brightwin, but Brightwin, like we haven't seen anything from them for a very, very long time. And I feel like now that Bright is out of like GMMTV, I don't know if we would ever like see them in a BL again, because they weren't even doing it when they were still part of GMMTV. So I do believe like that ship didn't actually like capsize in this year, but I'm going to include it now because now the chances of them ever working together have just been limited so much, unless like Win decides to quit GMMTV2 and follow Bright, which I don't think it will happen anytime soon because he's doing so well at GMMTV. Bright was also doing so well at GMMTV. Like they were doing like shows that were so good for them. They were getting this popularity that was so good for their career. So I don't think like there will be any like BL show between Bright and Win, but I also don't feel like Win, even now that he's on GMMTV alone, I don't think he will be willing to be paired up again with someone else to act a BL, because he has already amassed this like whole popularity that he needs. So yes, and he's doing like a lot of international projects now. So we will see, but I think that ship capsized long before 2023, but it just became like clear permanent this year that it's never going to happen. So the next one is Christan Singto. For Christan Singto, I'm not sure what actually happened there. I don't know whether Singto was busy with other projects or didn't like feel this script and didn't feel like he was going to do enough for this script. That's why we had like Chris and Gawain. So I don't know if this necessarily means the end of like Christan Singto, but people have been asking for like an official ship for Christ and Gawain because they were so good at Be My Favorite. Like the chemistry was top notch, and even off screen, like we could see like the chemistry between them and all that. So people are really like loving them together, and people are requesting for GMM TV to make them official. So if GMM TV listen to it, I think this will be the end of Christian Singto. And so I'm not really sure what happened there, but we will see like if it becomes a more permanent thing or they will go back to like the old thing, because we know that Chris and Singto are the OGBL couples. So like they are the people who made like us fall in love with these shows. So we will see if it's just the end or it's just a temporary thing. So the next one is Max Tool. Like I really loved like this ship, but this ship capsized this year because Tool has decided to focus more on real estate, and he's going to like a 9 to 5 job, and he's leaving the entertainment industry for some time. So that's the reason like this ship did capsize this year. At number 6 we have Omflook. Like their ship capsized this year because decided to like change his channel, so that made it impossible for him to like have shows together with Fluke, because Fluke didn't become part of that channel, so they can't work together, and now they have like different trajectories to their careers, but they are both like open. As Fluke said, they are open to maybe working together someday in the future if a script is like for both of them and they do love it, they might work together. But it's okay now that they are working like separately, but they still maintain like a friendship to it. So that's the reason why that ship capsized this year. Number 7, we have Mu Gulf. Mu Gulf was the it thing in 2020, 2021, like they were so loved. But when it 2022 began, like they started having rumors that they were no longer like a ship and all that. And in 2023, Mew did come forward and said they were no longer a ship because they had decided to go different paths in their careers. Like we know that Gulf joined like Channel 3 and he had requested Mew to join Channel 3 with him, but Mew I think didn't want to be attached to any channel. So that brought the end of like their career, their ship together. So that is why I think the reason why the ship capsized this year. I don't know into details, but I think that's the reason, because of like them going to different channels and like them having different like plans, career plans that didn't like necessarily, they both didn't see that they could work together. Number 8 is CHAB Best. CHAB Best were on checkout, and it was like and another BL series. I'm forgetting its name. Like, but CHAB did like exit the entertainment industry, and he went back to his 9 to 5, which is him being a hair hostess. As we know, he loves to travel, he loves to take pictures. We could also see this in Checkout. Like, I think Checkout, the series, had some parts of him, and he decided to like go back to his job. I don't know if he is planning to get back to the entertainment industry again, but as we know, Best has moved forward now because he will be on a new BL project with Seng. So yeah, I think that's why the ship capsized. Maybe Chahab decided like he was better off being a air hostess other than acting for now. So we will see if he will go back to acting, or if they will ever like come back together and become a ship again. At number 9, we have Billy Seng. Billy Seng capsized this year because Seng like decided to leave Idol Factory because his agency and yeah, people around him had found him better opportunities at WeTV. So he left, and Billy still remained at Idol Factory. So I think they weren't able to like work together again in a project because Billy was given like another partner. I've forgotten the name, I can't remember the name right now. And saying when he went to WeTV, like now he has been given Best as his ship. So we will see, like, I think that's the reason why this ship capsized, because Seng removed himself from Idol Factory and went to another channel, and Billy decided to remain back at Idol Factory. Number 10, last but not least, Jeff Barcode. Jeff Barcode still have an upcoming BL show, Waju Bakery, but this ship did come to a halt this year because Jeff decided to like get himself out of Beyond Cloud and went to his own agency. And he also said that he wanted to give like music more time because that was his first passion. So, and Barcode still remained at Beyond Cloud. So we don't know if Barcode will be given another ship, or like this is the end of him like acting BL shows. And we don't know if other than Waju Bakery there will ever be another project between Jeff and Barcode, because we know that Waju Bakery was in the talks even when like Jeff was still at Beyond Cloud. So I don't know if like they will be able to work together again. So that's the reason why like this ship capsized or is going to capsize after next year, because Waju Bakery is starting in November. So probably after next year, maybe in January or February, it is going to capsize, because like they are now at different agencies. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Let me know if there is like any ship that has capsized this year that was your ship, and if I have missed like any other ships that have capsized this year, please tell me in the comment section. Do you feel like this ship's capsizing was the best move for them? Do you think that some of them like you didn't expect it, like it was a shock? Which ones you expected that it was coming? Which do you feel like they will have like more success with other people, or like their success will be diminished now that they don't have this same partners? Let me know in the comment section. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, share, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.